Welcome to A Minute with Alan. This episode is called Miss Prudential. Now, please don't send me cards and letters. This is about a beauty contest, but there's a moral to the story, okay? So cut me some slack. In 1968, I was graduated from Rutgers University. It was the height of the Vietnam War. I had not looked into any job prospects, and I realized that I was getting out and I was going to be married in August, and I probably had to do something. And so the placement director of Rutgers at the time in Newark, New Jersey, was a friend of mine. He eventually came to my wedding. And he was furious with me. I was graduating number 7 in my class, and I had no job prospects. So he sets me up with the headquarters of Prudential Insurance, which was a few blocks away, and he had some inns there. And they had a hotshot management program. And they would take 12 people a year into this hotshot management program, and you would start as an assistant manager, which was unheard of. You got a yellow card, not a blue one. And you would go up through the ranks. So you would be a supervisor, then an assistant manager. So I figured, I'd work there 6, maybe 7 years. I'd become president of Prudential. That's what I was thinking. In any case, in my first year, my gang and I, the 12 of us, 3 or 4 of us who hung out together, discovered that there was a Miss Prudential contest. And of the, 15 divisions in Prudential, where division was 400 people. It was like a militaristic hierarchical army unit. 400 people on a floor. Assistant managers would each have about 20 or 30 people, and then there would be a manager over the assistant managers. That's how Prudential operated. So 12 or 15 divisions would nominate one of their women to enter the Miss Prudential contest. And so a couple of us squeezed in one day. It was this about, 11 o'clock in the morning. We squeezed into an amphitheater at Prudential. And these 20 or 30 women, now calm down, came out in stilettos and bathing suits and walked a U-shaped sort of catwalk to a microphone and were interviewed by these 3 executives sitting in front of them. And after the 20 or 30 did this, the executives conferred, and there was a Miss Prudential. And Miss Prudential's job, in addition to a regular job in the insurance company, was to be hostess for major events. Prudential would feature community events. They would feature awards banquets for their best agents. They would bring in very big group customers, and they would, celebrate and have dinners and everything else. And this woman would be like the hostess for the evening. And I decided my career was in insurance because I wanted to be one of these 3 guys. 1968. That next year, 1969, a woman in my division, who I happened to supervise, said to me, "I am going to enter the Miss Prudential contest this year." I said, well, good for you, Kathy. That's wonderful. And she said, "I know what you're thinking." I said, "I'm not thinking anything." She said, "No, I have to lose about 25 pounds," she said, "and I need to get more style." I said, "Well, whatever you have to do, I think you're great." And so she did. She slimmed down. She got some kind of stylist or something. So the division nominated her. She ran against several women in the division. The division nominated her, and she won the contest. And she came back and said, "This is the most glorious thing I've ever done. It's going to be tremendous esteem. I feel good about myself. It was just a wonderful experience." Now, I am not defending beauty contests or objectification of women or anything else. All I'm telling you was, I was working. I was in the workforce in 1968. It wasn't like there were tyrannosaurs running down the neighborhood or Lincoln was being shot. These are modern times. And we're not so far distant from that. So I just want you to think with some compassion and with some perspective when you're talking to people intergenerationally that their frames of reference are different. And you have to understand that. And Miss Prudential ended not long after that as we got into a more enlightened age. But I kid you not, and I thought you should hear the story.